Hey guys, so in this video I wanted to address a question that I recently came across in a CNA group that I am a part of on Facebook. And so I'm going to read what their question was and then I'm going to share my thoughts. So this person says, I have a question. What do you guys like better? Nursing home, assisted living, or hospital? Planning on applying to a hospital in my hometown, but I just want to see where you guys prefer to work at. So I think, first of all, that it is going to depend on the facility itself. So I've worked in nursing homes that are pretty nice. I have worked at nursing homes that have bed bugs and a whole lot of other issues on top of just bed bugs. I have worked at nursing homes where you have a lot of teamwork and a lot of people who are willing to help. And I've also worked at nursing homes where like the bullying situation is definitely leaving a lot to be desired. So I've also worked at assisted livings. I've worked at assisted livings that say they are assisted livings and are not true assisted livings. And I have also worked at assisted living facilities that are. And so I think a lot of the issue is like figuring out about the facility itself. Now, I will say, as far as like working at the hospital, I feel like they have the best equipment usually. Like working at the hospital compared to working at an assisted living facility or the nursing home, like if you need help transferring someone, they have a lot of different, more higher quality patient transfer systems or devices that are at your disposal. There tends to be more employees. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. But I feel like at the hospital was when I felt most comfortable and felt most safe, I should say that, because I felt like there were a lot of things in place to help me avoid getting an injury while performing the duties of my job, compared to the nursing home where I actually, like, working on the trach unit is what caused my back to be so screwed up. Like even to this day, I am constantly having pain in my back because of having to turn full care patients, like total care patients or residents, by myself with no help, because the nurse that worked on that unit never wanted to help me with anything. She was more worried about talking on the phone to her boyfriend or her husband or whoever, and like walking down the hall with earbuds in her ear, constantly on the phone, even in resident rooms. And even to ask her to help me with something, she'd go, I don't have time. But you have time to sit behind the nurse's station and talk on the phone and watch YouTube videos and all of the above. That was a little side rant, sorry. So I would say, like, if I had my choice of where to work as a CNA, I would definitely say hospital would be like up here. Just because I feel like they provide you with a safer way to do your job. Like I said, they had a whole lot of different devices that you could use. There were usually more people, even on night shift, available to help you. The CNA to patient or resident ratio tended to be a lot lower than at the nursing home or assisted living. And while they did tend to have more acute medical problems, a lot of them, like a lot of the patients, were more with it. Like they understood that you were trying to help them, even though a lot of them were kind of snippy because they were in pain or because they weren't feeling well. That kind of just came with the territory of working as a CNA. So after hospital up here, I would say assisted living is right below it. I think the most important thing is, if you're going to work in an assisted living setting, I think you need to make sure that it is a true assisted living setting before you get all excited about it being an assisted living. And what I mean by that is, I worked at an assisted living where they said that they were a true assisted living. However, we did have residents living there who were on hospice, who had certain disease processes going on where they were like 3 assist or more. or 2 assist or more. There were people that needed sit to stands, that needed Hoyers. That is not a true assisted living. A true assisted living, from what I have been explained multiple times, a true assisted living, like in assisted living, you should only need to like transfer someone very lightly or like assist with transfer. You shouldn't need like 2 people or more to help assist a resident to transfer from like their bed to their wheelchair, or their wheelchair to the toilet, or whatever the case may be. And there were times where we needed like 2 or 3 people at a minimum in order to transfer these people from their wheelchair to their bed, to their bed to their wheelchair, to their wheelchair to the toilet, wherever they were going. So I think it's important, like if you are looking for work that is a little bit lighter as far as like lifting goes, which that's why a lot of people, I feel like, seek out assisted livings, is because those residents tend to need a little bit less assistance than someone in a nursing home setting. And I think it's important to know, like, is it actually a true assisted living facility, or do you have lifts and things like that? Because that's not assisted living. That's really just a nursing home. And I would say, like, under assisted livings for me would be memory care, whether that's in an assisted living setting or a nursing home setting, simply because, like, I have a deep passion for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. I have a deep passion for working in the memory care setting. If you guys haven't watched like my past CNA videos, then you may not know that the whole reason why I became a CNA in the first place is because my grandmother actually had Alzheimer's. And during the time when I was becoming a CNA, I was doing it basically as a way to give back for the people that were caring for my grandmother at the assisted living facility that she lived in. I felt like that was my only way to be able to kind of make a difference. So I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense, but I would put memory care underneath, just because I love seeing like those moments of clarity that these people have. I love like learning about their story. I love being able to form a bond with these people. And that's true for any resident, but I feel like with memory care, it's a hard setting to work in for a lot of people. And it's definitely hard to watch residents that you have grown to love and care for decline in such a way. But it's definitely very rewarding. Like I said, there are true moments of clarity where these people remember like about their life, and you get to see and hear a lot of beautiful things. And so I would put hospital, assisted living, memory care, and at the bottom I would put nursing home. I think that was all of it. Yeah, nursing home, assisted living, or hospital. They didn't even put memory care on there, but I made it its own category. I would say nursing home goes at the bottom, just because I have a real issue with the way that some nursing home staff treats the residents that live there. It really sickens me when people treat residents who are basically paying their life savings to live in a facility the wrong way. Like, you wouldn't do that to your family member, or at least I hope you wouldn't. So why are you doing it to these people who are literally like, they're losing everything being in these facilities a lot of the times. And, you know, they didn't ask to be there. They had no other choice in a lot of situations, because I guarantee you, if you were to ask a nursing home resident if they wanted to be there, you know, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't. So anyways, I hope that this was interesting for you guys. If you guys have worked as a CNA, what setting do you prefer? Just curious. So anyways, I will talk to you guys next time.